guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today I thought I would take you through a bit of, of what I eat in a day style of video. I am currently in a lean build phase. I am for around the next 6 months-ish, with the goal of building as much lean muscle as possible. So that does mean I'm eating a lot of food right now, food to fuel though, and food that is going to all of the right places. So yeah, I'm gonna just take you, through my day, every single meal from start to finish, and show you what I eat. So the first thing that I have every single day before anything is water, and I add a pinch of Celtic sea salt and a squeeze of lime, and that essentially just acts as a natural electrolyte instead of adding something like an electrolyte powder. You definitely could do an electrolyte powder as well, but the reason being is obviously when you're asleep, you are not drinking water for that 8 or 9 hours. Your body becomes really dehydrated. You want to make sure you're having some water first thing. I also find having a little bit of flavor in it just makes it a little bit easier to drink when I first wake up. So I drink a really big glass of that, and then we go on with the rest of our day and the rest of our food and drinks. Double shot almond latte is my next one. That's my coffee order for the morning. Normally I should be having this with my pre-workout carbs, but I'm breaking all the rules this morning. So double shot almond latte is my pre-workout coffee, and then we go home to have carbs, and we're going for our little morning walk on the beach. My first meal of the day is my pre-workout carbs. We're about to head to the gym. So this morning I'm having honey crumpets. When you are training, you want to make sure that you are eating before you train. If you're training fasted, then please stop doing that. When you're training, you need fuel, right? Your body needs fuel to be able to perform properly, to lift heavier, to enjoy your session. And that primarily is going to come from glycogen, which comes from carbs. So about 30 minutes to an hour before your session, you want to make sure you're having some fast acting carbohydrates. So this is leaning more into simple carbs, not complex carbs. So we're thinking things like honey, white bread, like crumpets, medjool dates, bananas, rice crackers, LCM bars are even really good. And you want it to basically be that kind of more processed carbohydrate is how we can kind of summarize simple carbs. That's what's going to make sure that those glycogen stores are actually filled up in order to then be utilized for your session. So we're going to train in about 30 minutes. So that's why I'm having this now. I've already had my coffee for my pre-workout, caffeine and energy. Get this in and then head to the gym. It's now breakfast time. We went to the gym. I did upper body today. And so this is kind of my post-workout / my breakfast. Now for this week, I've done kind of like a protein muesli parfait type of thing. It's got like muesli, oats, chia seeds, Greek yogurt, protein powder, soy milk, apple, kind of like a whole concoction of things, essentially like an overnight oats version. But the most important thing post-training with your meal is that you want to be hitting roughly 30 to 40 grams of protein, but you also want to be hitting roughly 30 grams of complex carbohydrates. So pre-workout, we were going for simple carbs. Post-workout, you want to go more complex carbs, which are slower digesting, slower acting, to again help with your recovery, help refuel those glycogen stores. Protein is obviously going to support your muscle recovery as well. So really important that you're hitting your post-workout meal correctly. It doesn't have to be like 2 seconds after you put your dumbbell down. Ideally within kind of the 2 hours post-training is pretty good. And if you're training at the end of the day and you've had a whole lot of food, obviously for the day before you've trained, then you can kind of push it out closer to that 3-hour mark. But for most of us, it's going to be falling somewhere within that 1 to 2 hours post-training, most ideally. This is also going to keep me full, likely all the way through to lunchtime. I'll probably have a mid-morning snack as well though. But more importantly, I'm not skipping breakfast. I'm going to create stable energy levels for the rest of the day. I'm also ensuring that I am supporting natural cortisol levels by not keeping my body in that stressed hunger state. And I am also making sure that I'm stabilizing my blood sugar levels with, again, eating, fueling early in the day. This also has some nuts and seeds in here as well, so that's my source of healthy fats. That's going to help slightly slow down that carb release. Protein in here is going to keep me satiated and nice and full, and those complex carbohydrates are also my body's preferred energy source. So those complex carbs are going to ensure that I am locked on and switched on whilst I'm working through my morning work block, and I'm not crashing, there's no brain fog, I'm not getting tired. So I'm going to eat this and then get stuck into work to smash out some client check-ins this morning. It's about 11 a.m. now and I am ready for a snack and I'm ready for another coffee. So I'm going to make a coffee right now, and also I just put in the toaster a bagel. I'm going to have, I think, a peanut butter bagel just to give me some healthy fats and some complex carbs just to get through kind of this next half of my work block, and then I'll have a break for lunch. I've got my bagel, peanut butter, banana and cinnamon, and then also I have another soy latte. I have sprinkled some cinnamon over my bagel, because it tastes so good in this combo, but also cinnamon is really good for slowing down the breakdown of carbs, and it also can reduce that blood sugar spike that happens post meal time. So it essentially can help contribute to more stable energy levels. So it's a good little addition, a good little sprinkle that I love to add to some of my meals. It is lunchtime and I'm gonna tip this. We're having, what do you call these? Loaded sweet potatoes. This is meal prepped as well, so generally I will meal prep our breakfast and our lunches for the week, just to kind of make life easy with tracking. But this is half a roasted purple sweet potato, which is my new hyperfixation, and then like a chipotle slow cooked pulled chicken. We've got Greek yogurt, and we've got a little salsa on top with pepita seeds, tomatoes, onions. So this is going to keep me full probably all the way through until dinner, and has so much volume. So I'm going to eat this now. I'm just about to have my afternoon snack, and I'm having a gold kiwi and 2 Brazil nuts. 2 Brazil nuts I try to have every single day, and I program it for most of my clients as well, because Brazil nuts are really high in something called selenium. Having 2 of these a day hits your daily dose of selenium, and it's something that most of us don't get enough of, but it's really, 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 really beneficial for supporting our thyroid as females, which is linked to pretty much all of our other female hormones. So if we can support our thyroid as much as possible, we can hit our daily dose of selenium with only 2, because you can have too much selenium, so cap it at 2. It's kind of a little nutritional support. And then a gold kiwi, hitting some fruit, but also just because gold kiwis are my favorite, but they're really, really high in vitamin C. They've actually got more vitamin C in one gold kiwi than in an orange. So a really good concentrated dose of vitamin C. There's also been some studies done, like a very small study, but some evidence to suggest that roughly 2 kiwi fruits a day can rapidly increase the quality, the amount of sleep and the speed that you fall asleep as well, possibly linked to their serotonin. So, oh my God, I just dropped that. Saved it though on my chair. So also really good to have after dinner before bed. It is dinner time and I'm having something that I prepped actually last week. I did a big bulk batch cook and I kind of stuffed up dinner tonight because I forgot to defrost the meat. So we're having this. It's like a lamb meatball bake with heaps of veggies, heaps of ginger, heaps of turmeric, lots of yummy anti-inflammatories in there with some pearl couscous, and it tastes incredible. Again, we're hitting protein, carbs and fats here, and yeah, that's my dinner. This is my last, not really meal of the day, but I'm having a hot chocolate and then I am going to bed.